We had a lady here and she was fully engaged and she really enjoyed the session. And 2 days later, her son asked me, had I taken his mum out on Thursday? So I said no, and I explained what we were doing. And she told him that she'd been out to a garage and she'd been out in a car to a garage and polished a car. Now that was all done in this room. Right, but it was, to her, it was, she'd actually done that. And her son was, oh, that explains everything.
Each Scentscape comes with a series of sounds and a series of scents. Within the product, you get a set of 4 scents, a CD, and also instructions which help you to facilitate a really nice sensory experience. So the inspiration for the Scentscapes really came from an exhibition that we went to. It was an exhibition at the National Gallery. A series of artists had taken some really beautiful paintings and then turned them into really immersive experience. So you could walk through the paintings and they'd used objects as well as sounds to really transport you into the paintings. We just thought it was such an incredible experience. Wouldn't it be amazing to be able to do something similar for people with dementia, but based on memories rather than paintings? So that's where it kind of started from.
I think it's like everybody. If you say you walk past somebody who's got a perfume on, that, or the smell of a bakery, you're transported back somewhere, and the same with sounds, you might hear a song or, a piece of music and you're transported back to that moment. And I think for people with dementia, that's so important because it could be just something that triggers a memory and they're back, in that moment. And I think it's fantastic. You're only good at making Yorkshire pudding?
I'm only good at it.
Yeah. Do they rise up?
Yeah, it's a spoon.
Margaret, how's your Yorkshire pudding?
Make it up like this.
Do they go up?
We didn't want the sounds to feel generic, we wanted them to feel really real. Because the more real they were, the more that they were likely to connect with people's memories. So we commissioned a sound designer to take those experiences that we knew were kind of really key moments in terms of people's memories. So being in the garden, being at the seaside, being on a train, being in the tool shed, being at home, these are all very much things that people will have heard.
As soon as I understood the reasoning behind the idea, it clicked, and from then on I think it's a fantastic idea, and I think it will give a lot of pleasure to a lot of people, just that.